and I want to share those with you. So, number one is the mentality of just wake up and get through today's tasks. Sometimes I'll see like 12, 13, 15, some days I have 30 tasks to do, and I think, fuck, I gotta get up and do all this and all this stuff for next week. But thinking about the stuff that I have to do for next week doesn't help, okay? So I have a rule that I don't look through my Wonder List in anything beyond today's tasks, because I trust the system that I set up. I know that the reminders will get me on the particular day that I need to do those things. And as far as I'm concerned, the next day, tomorrow, doesn't exist until I get there. So it's literally taking it one day at a time, and it's taking it one set of tasks at a time, and only looking like, tunnel vision of what you have to do today and focusing only on that, all right? Know that when you do, you get what you want. Number two, and this is one of the, you could call it an affirmation, you could call it a soundbite, but it's one of the sound bites I've started saying. It's get through this year and you're in the clear, okay? Get through this year and you're in the clear. So yes, in the first mentality, I'm saying don't future project. But in this one, this is for some projects or things like that might need recalibration, okay? So my daily tasks and stuff that I'm looking at, they usually don't need to be recalibrated, but sometimes some of those longer projects, if something is not working in a particular way, I have to recalibrate that. And it's very easy to start looking 5, 10, 15 years in the future about these different things that I want to accomplish. And that becomes a nightmare, okay? It becomes a nightmare to think about 10 years from now. The only thing I think 10 years from now is my mission. And again, guys, I break down, I've got 2 articles and videos on how to develop your mission. It's also in the book. Your mission I have is on the 10-year timeline. Okay, I started my mission when I was 30, and my 10-year timeline expires when I'm 40, and then I will do another 10-year timeline for my mission, which is my business, RLD. What do I want to accomplish at 50, okay? But for now, I'm still working on that 10-year timeline. It's going well, it's going according to plan. And the reason I allow myself to future project my mission is because that timeline is like blue sky. That mission is all positive. All the aspects of my mission that I wrote down are all positive things that I visualize for the future and that actually make me happy. So it's not a stress projection, all right? Not a stress projection, because the way that you should structure writing down your mission is that it's bright, positive, and stress-free. It's all the things you're gonna get once your dream is achieved, okay? But for the projects and stuff like that I'm working on, it's not stress-free, it's stressful. Just to give you some examples, and this is stuff I covered in my video, how to prepare and position yourself for the future, and stuff that I do a lot of reading on, getting those, multiple passports, getting those, basket of currencies, getting those commodities, getting that stockpile of supplies and supplements and stuff like that, getting a cheap residence outside of North America and stuff, and preparing in case things go badly over there. So there's a million other things like that, and there's stuff like, the project I'm working on, recovering my back, which I've been doing well on, and I have flat feet, so I'll have to do some kind of arch surgery for that, and on and on and on. And thinking about all those things is not like the bright beauty of my mission of, seeing RLD, my baby, become this big thing by the time I'm 40. Those are like grinding, boring, not particularly fun, stressful things to think about if I'm thinking about like, how am I going to get all that done, because there's so much that I want to do, okay? So it's just not worrying about that stuff. I know it's in the plan. It's in the plan. I'm chipping away at it. But for now, it's just get through this year and you're in the clear. Just focus on, for projects and those kind of relatively stressful things is just get through this year. All right? Just get through this year and don't think that 5, 10, 15 years in the future unless it's a positive, happy projection. All right? Because I know those projects are coming and I don't focus on them. All right? I focus on today, right? The tasks that are just for today, I focus on that with like fucking tunnel vision. I focus on the projects that I don't give that more than a year timeline, and that's only in the retweaking of the projects. And I focus on the mission, which is 10 years out, but that's only because it's a positive projection. And then it's a beautiful thing, because by the end of the year, you've watched as you just accomplished stuff that seemed, impossible 5 years ago. And I've done that with my current lifestyle now. I've done so many of these things, watched my dreams become a reality, and it was all a result of just fucking bringing all the darkness and all the problems to light and just chipping away at it. And now that I have those two other mentalities of wake up to get through today's tasks, get through this year and you're in the clear in terms of only projecting 1 year in the future for projects, and only future projecting 10 years in the future for positive stuff, which is the mission. Now that I have those mentalities, I can accomplish the same things that I was accomplishing before, except enjoying the journey. Whereas 3 years ago, I didn't enjoy the journey nearly as much because I was stressing about all the things that I wanted to do. And if you tend to be towards the perfectionist scale like I am, you will probably relate to that a lot. Okay, because this is the thing. All the stuff that you're aiming to achieve are problems that you're looking for a solution for. And the reason they're problems is because they're impeding your happiness. So again, it all comes back to you are looking for these solutions because those solutions will bring you happiness. However, if you do not enjoy the journey to get to those solutions, then all your works are for nothing, because what you're actually trying to achieve is happiness. And if you stress the whole way through that journey, you ruin the initial happiness that you're trying to get. And by the time you get there, you'll never even be able to enjoy all the things that you've built up because you're stressing about the next set of things you have to get done. Okay? Does that sound familiar to you? Because it sounds very familiar to me in the past, where I would just, the second I achieved another goal, I'm thinking about, okay, we got that done. Now let's do all the other things. And that will lead you to becoming overwhelmed again. All right? So the first stage of being overwhelmed is when you don't have anything going on and you're really disorganized. But the second stage of being overwhelmed, or the second variation of being overwhelmed, is when you do have everything going on, but you've taken it to the other extreme. So from complete laziness to complete perfectionism and stressing about every little thing, and that is not the right way to do it. The right way to do it is to have the balance, to be able to enjoy today, and to spend at least 50% of your energy